I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you a test problem on transformation of trigonometric functions. Question here is, identify the key characteristics and sketch graph of f of x equals to minus 2 cosine of 4x plus pi plus 4. When we say key characteristics, we mean maximum, minimum, time period, phase shift, right? And axis of the graph. Now let me rewrite this function as f of x equals to minus 2 cos of, I can factor out 4 here and get x plus pi by 4 plus 4, right? Now it is very important to factor 4 so that you can clearly see what is horizontal translation, right? Now from here we can say that the graph is reflected on x-axis, that is first part. Second, we can say amplitude is 2, right? And we say k is 4. So k is 4, that means time period equals to 2 pi, because we are talking about radians pi, 2 pi by k, which is 4. So time period is pi by 2 for the function. Phase shift is pi by 4 to left, pi by 4 left. Oh, I want to write pi by 2 here. Okay, pi by 4 left, and then we have axis at y equals to 4. That means it has been translated 4 units up. So basically these are the characteristics which you can read from here, but you can also write some more here, which is maximum. Maximum is addition of these two, right? Now the amplitude is 2 more than 4. 2 more than 4 really means what? 2 more than 4 means 6, right? So what we will do is we'll try to sketch and then relate all the things at one time. So let me say that this is my y-axis. Now this is to the left anyway, so that means we expect it to come on this side, plus 4 and then reflection. So let me draw a line slightly like this. Okay, that should work. Now since we are talking about a translation of 4 units, let us say this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are my ones along the y-axis. Perfect. So when we say minus means the graph gets reflected. So normally, let me make a rough sketch here and then we will do the final in this case. Rough sketch kind of helps us. Rough sketch is kind of like this. What are we expecting? Cosine wave normally is kind of like this, but what we are expecting it, reflection, that means it comes like that, right? Translation, pi units left and 4 units down. So 4 units up, right? So left, and so first is we are expecting a reflection, which is kind of like this. This is because of the minus thing. Of course there are stretches and compression, which we'll finally do, and a translation of 4 units up, so it kind of goes upwards, right? So and left, so something like this we are expecting. You see that? This is kind of thing which we are expecting, right? So what we will do here now is we will draw the axis, which is at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the axis. So let me use this part of the graph. So that is 4 for us. It has a maximum amplitude of 2. So from here it can go 2 up. So that could be the maximum. And 2 down. Right? So that is how it is. And maximum will be not in the starting point, since it is reflected. So because it is reflected, we will have a wave which will be starting from here, right? So first let me make one cosine wave without horizontal translation. Perfect. So that is the kind of wave I will make. That is the cosine function which is the equation for this red graph is for my function, let me call g of x, which is equals to minus 2 times cos of 4x plus 4. Do you understand? This is my graph where x is at 4. Now this maximum is at 2 up and 2 down will be 2, and the wave period will be how much? So this is 0, this part is here. As we know that the time period is pi by 2, so this whole cycle gets completed in pi by 2. Half of that is going to be pi by 4. Do you see that? And these points are going to be at pi by 8. This will be at 3 pi by 8. Is that okay? Now we will incorporate the horizontal translation of pi by 4 to left. Now how much is pi by 4? As you can see, pi by 4 is this much. So that is pi by 4 for us, correct? So this is minus pi by 4 for us, minus pi by 4. Let me just draw a line to, let's do like this, okay? Perfect. So now what we are going to do is translate the given graph 5 units to, pi by 4 units left. So each and every point will be translated 5 units left. So this minimum starts from here. The maximum, when you bring it here, it comes to this place. Do you see that? Now the end point, which is at pi by 2, it comes back to this position. That is how it should end, right? So we have a graph now which will be, now this point is also coming back pi by 4. So we have a graph which is, so this is kind of somewhere here. Okay, so I'm not very sure about it. So we have this function which is kind of like this. Do you see that? That is how it is going to be. So well, I think that's okay. Perfect. So that is how each and every point will be translated pi by 4 left. And that is what you get. One cosine wave. This represents our given function f of x, which is equals to minus 2 cos of 4 x plus pi by 4 plus 4. Do you see that? So I'll recommend first sketch without horizontal translation. Do you understand? This is first. And then final shift or translate horizontally pi by 4 left. Then you get your final graph, right? So break your question of sketching into 2 parts. First, sketch it with all other transformation, which is reflection, stretches, time period and everything. And then finish it off with horizontal translation to get quickly the correct sketch. I hope this strategy helps you to get the sketch of transformed trigonometric functions easily. Also, do not forget to factor, because that will clearly gives you what is the actual horizontal translation. I hope you understand and appreciate it. Thank you and all the best.